Hey, what's up everyone there in Czech Republic and beyond, because I hope it goes beyond Czech Republic. You're watching Metal Shop TV, drink coffee, worship Satan and enjoy yourselves.
Okay, so Nergal from BEHEMOTH. God equals dark. It's such a special name for the song. I saw that it made kind of headlines, and I know that you meant something more about it. So if you could explain the title to the people.
Well, it's pretty complex because I wrote lyrics without having a title. We wrote a song, we had everything completed but the title. And I remember I was in LA driving around with my friend, and we were listening to this I had this blackout. I just can't remember the artist, but it's an LA-based artist.
Okay.
The song and their song name was from Dog to God. God to dog. I don't know. Shit, I don't remember now. But I remember I'm really good at like connecting dots. You know, I just hear something and boom, boom, boom. I just put it together, and I just take it from there, creating my own thing. You know what I mean? So I'm stealing a piece. I'm stealing a piece from there, and I'm just putting it together. And then I just. I was talking to Christopher Azarevich, who's my friend and who's also a big occult authority, so to say. He's actually running Order Templi Orientis in Poland, and he used to be head of London's lodge. Anyways, he brought that a reference to Aleister Crowley, and we used that as a part of the song, and that's actually how we introduce the song every night now. It goes like that: is it God to live in a dog? No, but the highest are of us. So we decided to use that reference and just combine it all together and use it in a song. And it has a pretty deep meaning, and it's just very empowering to me. And yeah, you should basically just process it yourself and just and read the lyrics and try to go a bit
Understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really good at explaining my lyrics, as I'm not the best at explaining my music.
Of course.
It has already left my system, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I hardly ever look back and check my dump, after, defecating, you know what I mean? It's like, It's not in my system anymore, and there's so much stuff that's happening on a subconscious level, and it's not math, it's not like 2 + 2. Actually, with BEHEMOTH, with a lot of
it's actually more difficult.
It's 2 + 2 = 5 in most cases, and so don't please. I mean, make up your own mind and do your homework and process it yourself and try to educate yourself, because I'm not here to preach or teach people. You know what I mean? I got my experiences, and I'd rather go with 2 + 2 = 5 than just giving people obvious answers and obvious choices. So I don't know if I answer your question clearly, but anyways,
I think that they will understand.
I'm also aware of the fact that it causes a lot of controversy, and people think that the title is primitive and blah blah blah. No, I don't mind. I mean, whatever. I mean, it brings a lot of attention, so it does the trick.
Does the job.
Yeah, and if you want to read between the lines, and if you want to go deeper, then
if you want to understand it, you will understand.
You'll just pay you just pay some effort to process it. You know, if not, you can just stay on the level of just mocking at the title.
Yeah, of course.
I don't mind either one. So.
But besides the title and the meaning, did you pick that song as a single? Does it represent the record, or?
I mean, I should.
How do you consider that?
Well, in the first place, we just we had other so-called obvious single choices.
Okay.
That were more, I'd say, approachable or easygoing. But unlike other records or like other artists, it was like would be like no, let's bring something really radical and extreme, and because we are this band in the first place. It's crazy, it's blast beats, it's multi-layered, it's ups and downs, it's valleys and mountains, and it's all within one song, and it's very dynamic, and that's what Behemoth is in the first place. The album itself is even more adventurous than that song, so I just thought that it's a beautiful statement right in the first place, and then we'll follow eventually, you know.
Okay.
I think it really intrigued people, and people, I mean, it seems like, judging by the reaction, the massive feedback, it did a trick. It did really well. People love the song. Like most of the people I meet, it's like, wow, they love the song. They love the imagery around it. So wait for another cards to be revealed, because there's more insanity behind it.
Ooh. And I know that you worked with children's choir on that song.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unusual for a metal band.
Well, I remember I stole that idea again from Ryan Gosling. I don't know if you know that actor.
I know that actor.
Not only he's a great actor, he's also a great musician, and he's got his own band. Then again, I don't remember. The band that I meant in the first answer is Prayers.
Okay.
From LA, Prayers. Sorry,
okay.
I mean I just woke up and I have these blackouts. Second, this is Ryan Gosling band. I believe he's got one record under his belt, and it's him. It's very folk. It's very like Me and That Man, and he's got like all these kids choirs. That's why how I got inspired to use kids choir in Me and That Man.
Yeah.
But then I thought, okay, Me and That Man it came out really cool. I like it. But how about just because to me, kids and their voices, it's all like represents like all the innocence of human nature, because kids are innocent, kids are clean, and just combining this with the whole ideology behind the song, and combining kids choirs, incorporating it in such an extreme and crazy song, I thought, okay, that's what I love in art the most. It's this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of dynamics, so yeah.
And was it easy to work with them, or?
No, it's never easy to work with kids. It's
there was
because they're out of control, but they were pretty.
But there's something about that.
They were pretty disciplined, you know, and sometimes if it's sloppy because they're not on point, and that's even more charming. You know what I mean? It's like
it works
cool.
perfectly.
I think it's kids are element, you know. It's like it's a fifth element.
Definitely.
So,
I know that everything that you do for a reason. I saw a video for God Equals Dark, and at the approximately 1 minute mark, you spit the blood into camera. What does that mean? Is it just a shock moment, or does it have something?
Well, it can be anything. I actually came across. Sorry, that's my fuel before the show. It's liquid heroin.
Oh.
It's amazing. It's coffee. I'm a coffee addict. I love coffee. That's my best flavors. Anyways, it can be anything. But I just came out across one of the Bible verses. I was looking for something that will include speed, and I don't remember now because I have a really fucked up memory. But it was amazing about like speeding at the Christian authority, blah, something really cool. And then I thought about that it's a nice reference. But no, you can draw as many interpretations and conclusions as you want. It's really up to you. To me, it had like a purely aesthetic and disturbing value, and I think it just looks awesome.
It's just at the moment where you do like, bah.
When we work on the set, there's stuff that we do according to the plan.
Okay.
But also, I like to leave like a margin.
Something a bit special.
No, I just leave a margin of for like free interpretation. I just do stuff that just comes out of the blue. It just flows on me somewhere, and I'm like, oh, how about that? Let's try out this. Let's try out that, and then we try it out, and then it's like, oh shit, that was stupid, or it was amazing. So this time we did that. And like, fucking hell, it's awesome.
Let's
use it,
and it's a beautiful moment. So
I
another
came
new
blood.
song.
I came blood.
Yes, definitely.
I think it's a cool reference to the Cannibal Corpse song. I come blood.
You came.
Immortal George Corpse Grinder.
And then another cool song. The new song is Wolves of Siberia.
Yeah.
There is a song that you are playing only live right now. And that is a beautiful song because I absolutely love the march that you are doing.
Yeah.
I wanna know how did that part came together.
You mean the ending part?
Yes, that is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. That's actually why we decided to call the song.
And I think it's the opener of your record, right?
Yes. I brought the song to the rehearsal. We were working on that, and I remember, like, I was humming this melody, and we were working on that. And someone said, "Oh, it brings that feeling of like, of this like really frozen and cold landscapes, like Serbian landscapes and stuff. It sounds very Russian in some sense and stuff." And I'm like, okay, and the idea started growing in my head, and then I came up, the song should be called Wolves of Siberia. Simple as that. So sometimes, like, it's cool because it just shows how multidimensional the music can be, and it's not always like that. I bring the song with the title.
Yeah.
Sometimes the title just shows up, out of the blue, after just connecting some other like synergies together, and here we go. Oh, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And it sounds so powerful.
Yeah, you'll see tonight. We're playing both.
Sounds
tonight.
like a statement.
Yeah.
I saw the Wacken, so I know it's a pretty brutal thing. But I loved you at your darkest. That's a bit of unusual name for a behemoth, and like always, I know that you are doing things for a reason. So if you could say something behind that title.
It's very complex, but let's put it this way. This is the 11th Behemoth album.
Yes.
And due to the fact that Christianity is like one of the biggest dogmas is 10 Commandments. In Christian symbolism and numerology, the number 11 stands for something transgressive and very sacrilegious and very blasphemous, because it's 11. Because there's 10 commandments, it means it's the 10 is the number that is completed. So 11 means that it's
something more.
Something that just
outside.
Something that just imbalances the perfection of Christianity. So I thought, okay, if it's an 11th album, we should go to the source of all evil in the world. I'm talking about the Bible itself. Steal one of the Jesus' quotes and just turn it upside down, twist it around, and use their tool against our opponent.
Okay. So this is the thing.
Again, there's plenty of interpretations. I got my own.
I think this is a beautiful thing because the latest, the last record was called
Satanist.
like pretty straightforward. The Satanist.
You know what?
This one is like.
I really wanted to have a different title and not repeating the formula that we've repeated for so many albums. That it would just end up with a very strong one-word statements like the Satanist, Evangelion, demigod, and so on.
Of course.
So I just thought that it'd be good to use like the full verse, full sentence, and I think it's cool.
And it is cool. So the one thing I want to talk about is my favorite part of the lyric of Behemoth is I decompose in the rapture of health, which is so special when you think about what you went through and you put that line together. That is, for me, that is like a most metal sentence ever. Could you tell me a bit more about this specific line?
I don't know. I mean, I know it comes from the Satanist lyrics itself.
Yes.
And
it's from the song. Every time you say it, it's like, fuck.
No, it's just. I think it's a very personal song. It definitely refers to what I've been through. That's why it's so personal.
Yeah, definitely.
But I can't really like elaborate on like just taking pieces of the lyrics and try to analyze it. I'm not really good at this, you know. So probably.
Do you remember?
Like circumstances? No.
Yeah.
No.
What was the state when you just put that thing together?
No, I don't remember that. I have a really shitty memory.
Okay, no problem.
To me, it's like a lot of stuff that happens. You know, it's people that remind me, like my band members. Like we were having this press conference in Vaken, and someone asked me about why also Siberia, and I forgot about it. You know, Inferno afterwards told me, "No, you don't remember? We were talking about it," and I'm okay. I just don't remember. There's just so much data running through my brain that it's sometimes it's hard to collect everything and
it just happens.
Yeah, but yeah, I like the fact that you like the phrase and I like the phrase myself. I think it's cool. It's very personal
and sounds like a statement. It's beautiful. Well, the last question, since we are at the festival, I'm asking this to every musician that I'm interviewing. Since we are at the festival, who do you think is the best live band of today? Like in general. Like a Behemoth is
No. I mean,
it's very cool, but
I mean, a good friend of mine that I hooked up with backstage passes. He was here yesterday and he posted, "Oh, Gojira! This is my second time I saw Gojira live, and this is the best band on the planet." Live, and I'm like, "You motherfucking traitor!" I texted him. Obviously, I mean, he's right. Gojira is probably one of the best live bands ever. They're tight as fuck. They're amazing. I could start talking how we met actually in France 15 or 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and how they blew us away already back then.
Oh.
Yeah, it was incredible. Anyways, Gojira. I mean, Brutal Assault's lineup is pretty fucking incredible. I hardly remember all the bands playing here, but I went to see Great Pleasures. It's a relatively small band, but they had this show at one of the smallest stages, but it was awesome.
And if you could pick someone besides the metal scene, someone from maybe different genre,
well, I've just seen Nick Cave lately, and it was a really breathtaking, very heart-touching experience to watch Nick Cave performing. And I
spoke to Mirkur yesterday, and she said that her favorite live band is Behemoth.
Seriously? Wow, awesome! Thank you, Emily. You're lovely. Anyways, she's awesome, by the way. I heard that it was her show that caused some fire on stage.
that happened yesterday.
She's to dead. I think I've seen David Byrne from Talking Heads at the Open Air Festival 2 months ago.
Okay.
And it was something I've never seen in my life. And actually, I attend plenty of festivals. I attend plenty of shows, and I don't know. I could go on forever. I just seen Maiden 2 shows in a row, day by day. I loved it. It was the best Maiden shows and one of the best shows I've seen in my life. And Rammstein and so on. Depeche Mode, and I've seen Massive Attack lately, and first time ever I've seen them, and it was spectacular. So I can't really say, wow, this is the favorite. I mean, well, there is my all-time favorite live band ever is Venom. I grew up on them, you know what I mean? So this is it, you know. But then, like every minute, I just can come up with something new and say, oh, this is awesome, this is awesome. They have these amazing energies, and that's me.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time.
Right on.
Greatly appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. Nergal, Behemoth for Metal Shop TV. Rock on.